You know how people say those who can do and those who can't teach? Well, I'm about to flip that on its head because today I'm sharing a real truth with you that I haven't launched my own one-to-many offer, and yet I still teach other women like you how to do it every day. Let's get into it. Okay. Um, but before we do, let's talk about I'm sitting outside. I came to this park, um, and oh, that's a big old bumblebee. Don't come over here, bee. Oh, and then spray perfume. Ooh. Okay, anyway, hopefully I don't get stung out here, y'all. Anyway, I came to this park. I have a chiropractor appointment later, so probably like in an hour. So I was hungry. I'm like, but let's go to the park. Let's hang out for a bit. Oh, hold on. Make sure we're good. Okay, so I got a ham and Swiss croissant and love these from Starbucks. But Williams Sonoma has the best. Like you can get them in a box. I think it's a box of 8 or maybe it's a box of 10, but you can get them. They'll come to you frozen. Those are so good. Ham and Swiss croissants, Williams Sonoma. You can go to their website. They're not sponsoring this episode, but I just love them. But I don't have any more at home, so I have to settle for these. And hold on 1 second. Let me pray. Get my food. Okay. So I got this ham and Swiss, and then let's try it. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm making a mess. Mm-mm. Okay. Hmm? So I have that. I have some chia yogurt with some granola. And then I have my chai tea latte. Fun fact, I've been on the coffee side of TikTok, and ever since I started making my coffee at home, Starbucks coffee is not good to me. But I still like the chai tea latte, so that's what I got. Okay, so let's get into what we're talking about today. So I wanted to talk about in my last episode, I was talking about how I recently lost my one-on-one client, high ticket client, and how kind of angry I was at myself, and not to like beat myself up, but just I know the importance of having multiple streams of revenue coming into your business. I know about not putting all of your eggs in one basket, and yet that's what I did. Because I have yet to launch my own one-to-many offers in my business. And here's the thing, there's a reason for that, right? And so that's what I want to talk about. So I got my notes here because I want to make sure I say all the things, because even though I was angry at myself, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna beat myself up over this, because I know that I help everyone else solve their problems, right? I help my clients solve their problems. That's one of my superpowers. That's what I'm good at. And sometimes trying to do that for myself has proved to be a challenge. And here's the thing that I think I have struggled with is I am an overthinker, and you might be an overthinker too. Not that I'm trying to have things perfect, but at the same time, I'm probably trying to have things too perfect. And you might be feeling that too, right? But if you don't want to be in that position of losing a client and it feels like you lost your livelihood, then it's important to stop doing for others what you're not doing for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Um, and if you can't do it for yourself, then get somebody to help you, right? Because like when I think about it, I'm like, okay, I've helped my clients make money off of their group offers, their low ticket offers, digital products, whatever, right? I've helped them make money. I've helped them to gain the clarity that they need. I help them with the strategy. I help them with the setup, right? I've helped them do all of that. And sometimes doing it for yourself can be overwhelming. I know that's kind of like the thing for me. I'm definitely the kind of person that will be more accountable to other people, and I will show up for other people before I show up for myself. And that's not for me to be like, I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I'm so much of a martyr and I'm a giver and I'm so selfless. Like that's not what I'm saying. But based on my experience growing up, I have always been in a like caretaker mode. Um, my mom has suffered from depression. She has chronic illnesses. And so as her daughter and as an only child, I've always been in like caregiver mode. Let me help you. Let me take care of you. Let me consider you first. And those are not bad qualities. Like, I mean, honestly, I mean, if you are a spiritual person, if you believe in the Bible, you read your Bible, that's biblical, right? To put other people's interests ahead of your own. So I'm not mad at it. I'm just telling you that that's where we're at, right? And that has trickled into my business of I'm just like, when I get my clients and when I'm working with my clients, I'm all in with their stuff. And then I kind of put my stuff on the back burner. But at the end of the day, I still want a business that gives me the freedom to do what I want when I want, but also options, right? To give me, flexibility, right? And I definitely don't want to be stressed out about money. That is the thing that I'm like, I don't want to be thinking about money. I don't want to be stressed out about money. I don't want to be focusing on making money. And I feel like that's where I'm at, especially with this, like only having one-on-ones, like only having retainers or only offering I'll just say like high ticket, because even having like VIP days, which I do have, that's still a high ticket, and it's still like you're always kind of chasing the next client. You're always kind of chasing the next client because it's like, that, okay, I need to get this number of VIP days booked if I want to make this amount of income or revenue, or I need to have this many retainer clients, knowing that, okay, I can't work for everybody one-on-one, right? Especially on a retainer. A lot of my clients that I worked with in the past, I will work with them for a year, 2 years. I've had clients that I worked with for 3 years, helping them in their business on a retainer, right? So yeah, I'm not, right, when you feel like you got a contract for a year, 2 years, 3 years, it can feel, it can be easy to kind of get like, oh, okay, well, I'm cool, until you're not. So when I'm thinking about how I help everyone else, like I want to say this part. So here's the thing. I'm saying this out loud because I know that there's someone listening who feels shame for not launching a group offer yet. Because it's important. That's the part. Like if you're feeling shame, that it's important. Just like how I was saying that I felt angry when I lost this client, not because I was angry at the client, but because I was angry at myself, right? But I know that I've helped other people and I'm proud of that. But now I have to help myself and you have to help yourself. And I see you because I am you. And that's why I can say this. And even like for me, I think too, sometimes I struggle to sell myself to people because I haven't launched my own offers. And so I don't have the social proof that I'd helped this person or I've helped that person. But that's not even my fault, because sometimes my clients, or sometimes you as a client, you don't do what you're supposed to do. So even though someone is telling you and guiding you, it's up to them still to make the decision to actually do something with it, right? And maybe that's just kind of people that I work with, but I'm not going to put that on me. But what I am going to put on me is I have to take the time to really start focusing on my own business, because I don't want to keep getting in this position of I lost a client and now, I feel like, dang, now I'm scrambling, right? I want to be able to just have my pick, right? I want to be able to have leads and have people that I'm working with that at some point I can always come back to and be like, hey, I got something for you, or I can help you, or how are you doing? Or, I think the other part of it too is because trying nothing crawling on me. I think the other part of it too, oh, that's good. It's sweet though. The other part of it too is when I think about my business and I'm only helping a small number of people at a time, as in on the one-on-ones, I've been craving my own community. I've been craving having more than just one or two people that I serve. And if I'm being honest, I was just talking to my friend about it the other day. I'm craving that even in my regular life. In my real life. That's good. I've been craving that even in my real life. I feel like this is something I think about my personality. I'm not gonna say I'm a loner, but I'm definitely like a one person, kind of relationship type thing. So even in friendships, I like, and maybe it's just my love language, I like quality time with my people. So I like the one-on-one type vibe. So that might be another thing that has stopped me from creating a group offer, because I feel like I'm being pulled in different directions and I don't like that. So it's but in business, I have to, right? I can't rely on just the one-on-one. I can't. Your business is not going to last long. It's not sustainable. So I have to figure out a way, which I think I have. So I'm going to be sharing more about what I'm working on and how I can support you and how you can work with me. And I'm going to be doing more of that. But I think that was the other reason, was that it's I know myself enough to know that, yeah, I'm going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to feel like I'm being pulled in different directions, and so I have to build my business on me first. And how can I best utilize my skills and my expertise to help you? And that's what you should be doing in your business, right? Don't just create something just to be creating it. That's not what we doing, And that's not what I'm here to help you do. I'm not going to help you do that. I'm going to help you to create something that is truly going to be aligned with who you are and what you want to accomplish and your energy levels and your zone of genius. You know what I'm saying? So here's what I want you to think about as it relates to creating a business that works for you and knowing that sometimes it does take time and sometimes you're preaching and not necessarily practicing, but it's time to start practicing what you preach. I'm telling myself this. I'm looking at myself in this camera. I'm saying it to myself, Latoya, it is time to practice what you preach, girl. So we're going to create group offers and we're going to create them in a way that feels good to us. That's what we're going to do. So let me just see. I had some notes here. I want to make sure that I cover my notes. I think this is just kind of like a reiteration, I think. So to a reiteration or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but kind of like a reminder for me and for you so that you don't overthink this thing, right? So I help other people create one-to-many offers for their business, right? So that they don't get stuck in that one-to-one business model. You know, you heard it. And I know how to guide people to their genius. I'm a master at mapping strategy for others. I'm a professional possibility spotter, if you will. And for myself, I overthink, I swirl around, I stall. But that doesn't make me any less skilled. It doesn't mean that I'm not any less gifted. It just means that my gifts show up differently. And specifically, I'm gifted at helping other people. And so you have to figure out what's holding you back, but then why that is the thing that shouldn't hold you back. Is that right? Look, I got a perimenopausal brain. Look, if you know, then you know. But here's the thing. We all have our blind spots. It's easy for us to give advice to others as we're the outside looking in. But even the best coach, the best service provider, the best strategist, like sometimes we need a mirror, right, to hold up. And that mirror is the mirror that will help us to start taking action and do things differently in our business. That's why I know that I can still help you even if I haven't done it. And I want you to take that away from this episode, that if there's something that you know how to do, even if you haven't done it for yourself, but you could still help someone else and you have to help other people, then lean into that. You know, like the society that we live in and the industry that we live in or that we work in, I feel like so much weight is on show your value and show proof that you could do this. And sometimes it's like, dude, okay, maybe I shouldn't say dude, but like sometimes you could be missing out on something really good because you're looking for, I guess, like confirmation. And maybe it's because people don't want to take a risk, you know? And see, I'm not like that. I saw somebody talk about this. This is just like a sidebar. But I saw someone talk about this not too long ago, and they were saying like there's not two different type of buyers, because there's like 4 different type of buyers, I think. But maybe they're in categories. So each of those buyers could be in a specific category, but the categories are like internal or external. So internal focus buyers, like they see something that they want and they just like, hey, I know that this could help me. I'm going to get it. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody else says about it. If I feel like it's going to help me, I'm going to buy into it, right? Whereas other people, probably the majority of people, are the external, like what are other people saying about this thing that I should know before I make that decision to buy it. And I'm not saying either is wrong or either is right, but sometimes the external piece and relying on what other people think can stop you. And sometimes our own kind of external thoughts can stop us from moving forward. So anyway, um, yeah, so I'm just gonna say this. Just because you haven't launched or done something that maybe you do for your clients, I'm going to say this to myself, just because I hadn't launched my own one-to-many offer, it doesn't mean that I can't help you and that you can't help someone else. In fact, my unique ability to see your blind spots, simplify your ideas, and create a clear path forward, that's my superpower. And you might have something similar. So I'm not perfect. I'm not here to um I'm not here to be perfect or tell you to be perfect. I'm here to help you move forward. I'm here to help you get clarity. I'm I'm here to help you to build a business that is truly going to be in alignment with your goals and whether it's business or personal, right? That's what the 1/5 club is all about, is we're here to work less and live more. And so what does that look like for you? What does that look like for me? So I don't know if this is like rambly or whatever, but I don't care. These are my thoughts. So I'm going to eat my food because, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Now I have to lay on the table with a full stomach. I'm not going to be able to drink all of my chai tea latte, but I'm going to sit and enjoy this weather. And I'm going to think about my one-to-many offers that are going to be coming your way soon. So thanks for hanging with me. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. I can't. I can't tell. Why is this? Now I did this in the house. Okay, there we go. Okay, so some snacks. I probably should have brought things. Move. Oh. Oh. Okay, let me put this down. You need that. Now, how am I going to get in here? Ten. So, oh my gosh. Look at that. So nice. Okay. Here we go. It's so nice out. Let's see if I get cold. All right. That was a lot going on. So I got some Starbucks. Oop. That's good. I got a chai tea latte. I had not had a chai tea latte. Actually, I have not had Starbucks. Yeah, but I have not had Starbucks in a long time. Um, and then I got a ham and Swiss croissant. Okay, first of all, let's see, what are we talking about today? Let me look at my notes. Let's see.